Hey guys, it's Mike. Today we're actually going to be talking about the NFL referees. And I've actually wanted to talk about the referees for a long time now. I mean, since the basically preseason and how they've been doing. But, I mean, I'm not really a person who likes to bash about people, but, I mean, everybody's doing it now. And everybody knows now, too, that the regular refs are finally settled with their deal. It just got signed yesterday, I believe, and they agreed on terms that allowed them to actually referee a game on Thursday. So it kind of got settled Wednesday night, but they signed the contract yesterday that takes them into like the future, 2019 or something like that with the NFL. And so it's getting resolved. But anyways, this is what we've been going through. The replacement referees have just been, I don't want to say awful, but they've been really picky. They've been showing and calling things that don't usually get called in such a manner that it gets people upset. And, I mean, I'm a big fan of the game, and it's one of my favorite sports to watch. I like watching all sports, basically, but it's been gruesome. The worst part about it is that it's been long. Basically, when they make a call, the worst part of it is that they're unsure of it. So they make a call, then they go up to the head ref, tell them what it is, and, I mean, then they talk about it for, like, what seems eternity, and it's not worth it. It's just cutting into the game, or was cutting into the game, I should say, since it's all in the past. And this is why we needed the deal to get done with the regular refs. But, I mean, they're only human, I guess, but they made some mistakes in the past, and some calls they made very well. But when something stands out, when I've been watching all these ESPN and all these sports analysis going on, they always break down, like, how many calls they made and what calls they were and what shouldn't be, all that kind of jazz. But what really stood out to me was actually the pass interference calls. The same point last year before week 4, which is like upon us right now, there was like 20 to 30 pass interference calls last year. And this year, there was almost 50 after week 2. So that's not even with another week in it. So I didn't really look up the stats to see how many calls they made last week, but that's over 50. I mean, it's insane. That's one of the biggest calls in the game. I mean, it comes down to it at the end of the game too. And what's actually funny is that this past Thursday night's game, it came down to interference call, not a pass interference. It was like a passer, not even a passer interference. It was like just an interference call. Like the play was done, and one of the defensive linemen hit the offensive lineman, knocked him down. It was probably a little bit of acting on the offensive lineman part, but they're trained to do stuff like that, so you can't really blame the offensive lineman. But he fell down. It was right after Hail Mary, and the Hail Mary didn't work. There was like 10 seconds in the game at that point. So after that penalty, they move forward 15 yards, and the Browns get to try the Hail Mary again, basically, because they're down by like 5 or something like that, or 6, and, a field goal is not going to do it, so they got to get a touchdown. And they get a chance to do it again, and it doesn't work again. But, I mean, it's the point that they actually had to do it again. And keep in mind, this was actually the regular refs. They called a interference call at the end of a game. So, I mean, when people say that the replacement refs basically call a game, I mean, referees do it all the time. We just don't think about it now. It's a second nature. And it was probably a good call. I mean, it probably could have gone missed because it was the end of the game, but referees are always hit and miss. It's what it is. And, I mean, if you're blaming about something, usually you're going to get it, but sometimes you're not. The play that actually sent the referees into no more holding out, basically, was that play last Monday night, which was, the interception / touchdown pass. So everybody saw that was the Green Bay Packers and the Seahawks. That Seahawks caught a touchdown pass, which looked very obviously to be a touchdown at the end. There was one point in that pass that looked like an actual touchdown, but it didn't end up a touchdown. It's the problem. So that's what really sent the replacement refs to their roots, back to high school or college, wherever they were before. But without any speculation, we finally got the regular refs. They're usually good at what they do. So, I mean, I'm excited to see how everybody reacts to them this week, starting tomorrow. But, I mean, there could be some calls that are bad, some are good, but I'm hoping more on the good side. I'm pretty sure, I can almost guarantee they're going to be more lenient than the old ones, than the replacement refs. So, I mean, we'll just see how that works. But it was a long, strenuous first 3 weeks, and it's something that a lot of us are hoping that we can put behind us. So, I hope it goes well. I hope you guys liked the video today. I mean, my opinions are kind of short, but I hope you understand and my frustration with the game. But I mean, I'm ready for more football. So if you guys could leave a like or a comment or favorite the video, that'd be pretty awesome. And check back soon because I'll be having some more awesome videos coming out. Thanks, guys.